What's up guys, and welcome to another video. Today we're taking a look at the latest iteration of game improvement irons from Callaway in the Rogue ST Maxes versus a classic game improvement set in the Callaway Mavriks. It's always exciting to see the new iteration of these impressive irons coming out every year, and the Rogue ST Max are touted to be the longest ever irons from Callaway, and they're going up against a solid family of irons in the Mavriks. In this video, we're going to take a look at our first impressions of each, their key features and selling points, alongside the technology driving the irons, the key differences between them, and which one we recommend buying and for who. As always, thanks for watching our video, and if you like this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So starting off with the Callaway Mavriks, and the regular Mavriks are going to be aimed at mid-handicappers looking for that game improvement style of iron. There's also a max version for the higher handicappers and a pro version which is more player friendly for the low handicappers, and these are still going to be some of the leading irons on the market even though they are a year old now. They're crafted with AI, which means the weighting is placed with AI to give that perfect center of gravity and a high MOI. And these have been created for distance typically, but also for forgiveness and workability in the Pro version. The clubs are brimming with the latest technology. A lot of it is going to survive through to the ST Max irons as well. And these are going to make improving your score a walk in the park, but aim more towards mid-handicappers than the ST Max irons, which come in 4 different varieties. So you've got the ST Max, you've got the ST Max OS, which are going to be for beginners, and you've got the ST Max OS Lite as well for seniors and those looking for those with slower swing speeds. We've got a lot of new features in the Rogue ST Max range, which again are the longest ever irons from Callaway. We've got new material on the face, which is going to give you nicer ball speeds, and the AI and the face placement is also helped by artificial intelligence. So the 450 alloy face is thinner and it's going to give you a higher ball speed on impact, and we've also got over 200% more tungsten weighting in the clubs than the Callaway Mavriks, so that's going to mean chunkier, thicker heads, and as we say, more distance, but you're also going to get high launch and good turf interaction because the center of gravity is quite low in these irons. So jumping straight into the key features of these irons, and the Callaway Mavriks have been around for a couple of years now, and the standard Mavrik set is aimed at mid-handicappers who are looking for the forgiveness and the distance of a game improvement iron. They've got plenty of tungsten weighting in the head and in the toe, which is going to stretch the sweet spot along the face. We've got the flash face cup technology, so you've got ultra thin steel on the face of this club, which is going to lead to maximum ball speeds on impact. The club heads are offset, which means straighter shots. So if you're someone that slices the ball as a mid-handicapper, the Mavriks are going to be a great option for you. And if you are just getting into the game and struggling with your irons, especially with a slice, the Mavrik Max are going to be perfect for beginners as well. We've got a lovely feel and sound off these clubs because of the urethane microspheres inside the club head, which is going to dampen any unwanted vibrations and give you a nice smooth feel and sound on your strokes. As we say, the Mavrik irons come in a family of 3 different versions. The Mavriks are aimed at mid-handicappers. The Max version is aimed at beginners and high handicappers who are struggling with their irons and need more forgiveness. And then we've also got a Pro version, which is going to have more compact heads, a smaller sweet spot, but more workability and control for those low handicappers. And you can pick up a set of Mavrik irons now from anywhere between $6 and $7, maybe $750, and they're still very competitive in the market. We give them a score overall of 9.6 out of 10. So moving on to the Rogue ST Max, and we've got a number of different upgrades here over the Mavriks. So we've got 450 high strength alloy steel in the face, which is going to give you higher ball speeds. And as we've said before, the Rogue ST Max are the longest irons that Callaway have ever produced, which we found to be true when we tested them out. We've got more AI optimization. So the tungsten weighting in the Mavriks is placed using AI. but the face is now optimized as well with AI in the ST Rogue set, which it's optimized for each club and each loft. So you're going to get the perfect ball speed, you're going to get a nice launch, and you're also going to get the perfect spin rate with each club. That's going to give you that stopping power around the greens. We've got a ton more tungsten weighting, so 260% more tungsten weighting than the Mavrik's, which is going to mean more ball speed, larger sweet spots, low center of gravity, and thicker, chunkier heads. So there's a reason that the standard Rogue set is max, because they have got those bigger heads. They are more forgiving and you are going to get more distance. We've also got more urethane inside the clubs. So the urethane microspheres are now going up to the 6th groove on each iron, which is just going to give you a little bit more dampening of those vibrations, and it's going to give you a better sound and feel as well. 4 different clubs in the ST Max family. So the Max version's for high handicappers, whereas the standard Mavrik version is for mid handicappers. The OS version is going to be more forgiving with bigger heads for those high handicappers and beginners looking for maximum distance and forgiveness. We've got the OS Light then as well, which are like the OS irons, but they're more lighter for senior players or maybe juniors or even women with slower swing speeds. And then you've got the Pro version as well, which is going to be more compact, going to give you more workability and control, but you're still going to get a lot of distance off these irons. They are more expensive than the Mavrik's, but they also have made some good improvements. So we are giving them an overall score of 9.7 out of 10, and you can pick them up on pre-order right now for $1,000. So taking a look at the Lofts, and we can see that the Rogue ST, as a max version, we would expect it has slightly more generous lofts. So you're going to get higher launch with the Rogue STs, and you're also going to get more stopping power around the greens. But once you get up to the shorter irons and the wedges, you can see that those lofts even out. So you are going to get the same control and workability around the greens. So which one would we recommend buying and for who? And for us, the Callaway Mavriks are still very competitive. They're a classic set and they're available for a good bit cheaper than the Rogue ST Maxes. They also have a version for every level of player, maybe besides the light version that Rogue ST have with the OS lights. We definitely wouldn't recommend upgrading from the Mavrik set to the Rogue ST Maxes unless your clubs are completely worn out, because they are going to be very similar in performance, and the incremental improvements of the Rogue ST Maxes, while they're impressive, you know that these clubs are still very close to each other. If you want the thick, chunky heads alongside the maximum distance and forgiveness from a Callaway iron, then you're definitely going to like checking out the Rogue ST Maxes, and these are really easy to hit straight, and they're also the longest irons that Callaway have ever produced. For the mid handicappers, the standard Mavriks are going to be your best bet if you're looking for a game improvement iron with good control and workability as well. For seniors and those with slower swing speeds, the OS Light version of the Rogue STs are a very nice option to consider. They've got slightly less tungsten weighting, but these are still big clubs with large sweet spots. They're very long for those slower swing speeds. They're also very forgiving, and most importantly, they're light. We are very impressed with the Rogue ST Max range. These are incredibly easy to hit straight, incredibly easy to get up in the air, and they're very forgiving and they are very long, and they are a worthy upgrade to a legendary name in the Rogue series. But the Mavriks are still very competitive for us. These clubs are going to be still very evenly matched, and they're going to offer better value for more players, and the Max range is going to be an excellent option for those beginners and high handicappers as well. So that's it for our video today. Thanks for watching, and if you like the content, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel.